Hey Capricorn, I hope you're well. My apologies for taking some time to get to you. I've had a lot on my plate, as you guys probably have a lot on your plate. So let's go ahead and get into it for the last bit of November 2019. Please show me energy present for the sign of Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Capricorn, what's going on for Capricorn, please? So your first card popping out, we have the Eight of Cups. So the Eight of Cups is an energy where we are stepping away from things, whether that be a person, emotional places in ourselves, places where we've been just in a deficit. It's like learning from our lessons and moving away from it, or basically knowing what works for us and what doesn't. If we've spent a fair amount of emotional time pouring into something and we're not getting what we want back from it or feel like we deserve back from it, it's time to move on. Show me more for Capricorn, please. More for Capricorn, please. So you have the world, the universe here. This is about endings, transformation. It's about changing your direction in life. It can also be a thing of travel. So sometimes when we're done with a situation that isn't fulfilling, we can get up and go. Sometimes we need to separate ourselves, create some distance. Sometimes we need to literally have a vacation. Sometimes it's just closing out a cycle. But it's positive. It moves forward towards a new direction. Show me more for Capricorn, please. You have the King of Pentacles in reverse. I don't know if this is your energy or somebody that you're dealing with, Capricorn, but the King of Pentacles in reverse is not often the best card. He can be very selfish. He can be very lazy, self-serving, disregard people and their own needs. He's just after what he wants. If you're letting go of somebody like that, great, but it feels like the energy is moving towards that energy. So I don't know if you're trying to get away from this and that's confronting you. Let's pull more cards and see what's up. Show me more for the sign of Capricorn. You have the Two of Wands popping out. New directions, new activities, new options. Communication. Can be a card of patience as well. Diligence. Show me more for Capricorn, please. Seven of Cups. Options, opportunities, sometimes confusion in regard to what is presented before you or what you think you have as an option. Can be drinking sometimes, overindulgence. It's emotional confusion. Here we have the Three of Swords coming out in reverse, Capricorn. It's a good place for it too. And here at the bottom of the deck for the entire reading is the Wheel of Fortune. So this is kind of the overlying presiding energy of the reading. Now, with the Wheel of Fortune here, this is about cycles, okay? So we have the universe and we have the Wheel of Fortune. Two cards of closing energy out. This is upright. This card kind of denotes an energy where we're perpetuating situations. I don't know if you leave this person, if this is a person, in fact, if you leave them, it's like you're confronted with them again and you have to truly choose a decision to move in a different direction entirely. Ooh, my finger just cracked. Some of you, the situation is where we are out of balance in regard to our finances and our stability, and now we have the opportunity to change situations. But I feel in a way that this is more so regarding an emotional situation dealing with love or some sort of emotional confusion that's been kind of nipping at your heels for a while. And I feel that there's a necessity, or at least like the thought to go, the thought to leave. If you haven't left already, it feels like you're gearing up towards that. You have opportunities and options and new directions that you can take in this situation, but it's about letting go of the heartbreak and frustration so that you can remove yourself from it. But it's a weird, like, back and forth ambivalent energy because we're still upholding cycles. This is about patience. It's about time. It's about change happening. Okay. So we have to be progressive with that change and let it go for how it goes. I don't know if some of you are in a situation where you can't necessarily leave somebody, but you want to. So let's go ahead and clarify this reading here. Show me the Eight of Cups here for Capricorn. So First out, you have the Lovers, and then you have the Death card. Could be dealing with a Gemini or a Scorpio. This may be just literally an ending to a relationship here. The Eight of Cups, again, is that card where we are walking away from situations that do not provide us with what we thought they would. The Lovers is about a head over heart decision, or it could literally be a person that we're having to decide upon. And with the Death card here, it's kind of a finale. It's an ending. Universe, the world, it's an ending. We're moving away from things that don't work anymore. I'll clarify the clarifiers too, just in case we miss something, but show me the universe, show me the world. The Magician. So yeah, changing things so you can have more in your life. Nothing wrong with that. Bottom of the deck for that, you have the Ace of Wands. This is new directions, new change, new beginnings. This is the opportunity for new things, but you have to step within that. I feel there's like a loop-de-loop here where you like come back to it for a minute. But I feel there's also an energy where it's like, no, I don't need to do this. I don't need to maintain this. I can move forward. I don't have to stay here. Please show me the King of Pentacles in reverse. Why is the King of Pentacles in reverse here for Capricorn? You have the Two of Swords. So the Two of Swords is kind of an interesting energy. I don't know if this is somebody that you're dealing with where you may have a standstill or a stalemate, no communication. You're confused about what you want to talk about. I don't know if this is somebody who's selfish and they twist words, you know, and so you've had to distance yourself from them. This also doesn't have to be a lover. This can be a brother, a sister, a friend, an uncle, an aunt, whoever this is making sense for in your life. It's something where you've put a fair amount of energy and consideration and care within some situation or person, and it's not panning out to what you want, okay? And so there may just be, this also may be you putting a block between you and somebody who's kind of out of control here, or maybe controls too much, and that's not how you want to be treated. Show me the Two of Wands for Capricorn. Show me the Two of Wands for Capricorn, please. The Two of Wands, you have the Ace of Cups here. Now, before anybody gets into, oh, the Ace of Cups, my cup runneth over in love and somebody's going to give me a date. Okay. The Ace of Cups can talk about healing, self-preservation, taking care of ourselves to make sure that we have enough, where we self-love, you know, where we self-nurture. It can also be talking about finding a new direction, which ends up leading to something far better than this situation that you've walked away from. And sometimes that happens. It's like we're in these toxic connections, these situations that we give ourselves to over and over and over again, and they're not providing us with what we need. And so when that happens, we have to kind of lick our wounds. We have to take control of what's in our lives and change the direction, change the directive. Like it's about change. You have to change. Because this person doesn't feel like they're changing. It feels like they're stagnant with what they're in. So this is mainly about what I feel like you're dealing with on your own, Capricorn. Like, how do you nurture yourself? How do you take care of yourself? Where's that self-compassion directed? Is it directed at you? It should be. Show me the Seven of Cups here for Capricorn. You have the Wheel of Fortune, ending with the Wheel of Fortune on this reading too. So options, potentials, things that change, time. It takes time. Things are going to be changing slowly over time for you, but that doesn't matter. That's life in general. Things take a long time to change, and sometimes they don't, you know, but they're moving forward either way. It's about persevering and continuing on in the direction that you want. You need to choose a direction. You need to choose what's going to make you happy, Capricorn. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? How do you want to experience this next phase in your life? Some of you are needing to connect with yourselves a bit more, I feel, you know, just in a nurturing aspect. Nothing wrong with that. You know, what's coming to me immediately are those... Are you familiar with flotation tanks? Like, you go in and you can be naked. You basically like lay in there and you float for an hour, and it's silent and it's pitch black and it's just you with you, and you're floating in the sea of darkness. And maybe that sounds scary, but it's really beautiful, and it goes by like that in a blink of an eye. It's done. But it's a way to connect with yourself. It's a way to heal yourself. It's a way to feel like you're on a different planet. It's a way to feel a different feeling in your experience. Those types of things lead to change. I know that sounds silly, but those things can help. How do you nurture yourself? There's a lot of change happening here, Capricorn, but you have to be the one to facilitate it. Show me the Three of Swords in reverse here for Capricorn. So you have the Sun coming out for the Three of Swords. This is about healing. Again, you have two cards of healing significantly within this situation. This is seeing the pain for what it is, seeing the experience for what it is, but also getting over it. And this is kind of like, okay, this kind of messed me up a little bit, but not so detrimental, not so much that I'm falling apart. You know, I actually feel better now that I've gone through this. I feel empowered. I feel like I have the opportunity to do more in my life. Nothing wrong with that. Show me the Wheel of Fortune here for Capricorn. So for the Wheel of Fortune here, in regard to this reading, you have the Queen of Swords. Now, the Queen of Swords is basically somebody, it's an air sign, but it's somebody who, they know the direction they want to go in. They want to hear the truth from a situation. They're not interested in bullshit. They've dealt with problematic situation time and time again, especially within relationships, and they're just kind of done with it. Like, if you can't bring me the truth and if you can't come forth with honesty, what's the point? That's what I'm feeling, Capricorn. What's the point, you know? So let's go ahead and clarify some of these. Please show me the Lovers. Show me the Lovers for the Eight of Cups. Show me the Lovers for Capricorn. You have the Five of Cups in reverse with the Two of Wands at the bottom of the deck. This is something here where it's the Five of Cups in reverse is getting over that type of heartbreak energy. It's where we recognize pain and frustration. And I heard about this because, or not I heard, like I listened, but I hurt about a situation because of the way that it's experienced, the way that it's folded out. But it's coming out of that energy. It's trusting that the direction that you're taking by letting go of somebody, by walking away from them, is going to support you. Especially here, new directions, new opportunities. Show me the Magician and the World. Yeah, Nine of Swords coming out in reverse with the Nine of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So this energy here, Capricorn, is basically saying, I choose to support my own decisions in regard to how I change my life and the direction that I take. I'm getting out of mental frustration. This is about dropping this energy. I feel like you spent a fair amount of time with somebody, or you gave to a person, and it wasn't reciprocated to the degree that you wanted. And now you're not allowing that situation to stand in your way in regard to how you move forward in your life, which is great. This is about creating boundaries. This is about creating boundaries that are healthy for you in regard to how you deal with people, how you show up, how you present yourself, and how you remove yourself from situations, and how you don't allow people that have been negative aspects or who don't change or see their part in things, how you just basically state your situation, state your decisions, and be done with it. You can't change somebody. Give me one more for the Two of Swords and the King of Pentacles in reverse. So you have the Two of Swords coming out in reverse here now. So Two of Swords upright, Two of Swords in reverse for the King of Pentacles in reverse. Sometimes the Two of Swords in reverse can just simply mean that I give up on this situation. I don't care about it anymore. It's not important enough to give my energy to. I don't need to have communication. It can talk about communication, but sometimes it's just like, I don't need to have communication. I see the writing on the wall already. What's the point? I've tried to move away from it once. I've given it more chances. It's proved me wrong. Two of Wands and the Ace of Cups. Two of Pentacles coming out for this. You have opportunities, you have different potentials out there. There are things to choose from. Two of Wands, Two of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. What makes you happy? What gives you passion? What makes you feel creative and alive again, Capricorn? What type of energy presents that to you? You know? What do you want to choose? You have opportunities. You can choose the past or the future. And you don't even have to choose the past. You can just experience the past from what it's shown you and move forth from there. It's about healing and transformation, Capricorn. Finding things that make sense for you in your life. Finding things that you resonate with and feel good about. Show me the Seven of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune, please. You have the Queen of Cups coming out in reverse. Queen of Cups in reverse is an interesting card. You can talk about somebody who is they have a hard time caring about themselves. They can be very manipulative. It can be somebody who drinks, overeats. It can be somebody who is they're deceptive on emotional levels and levels of feeling. It can also be a card of where we don't show ourselves compassion and care. The Seven of Cups, again, is those options, those potentials, those things that can become very illusionary. This can talk about drinking, especially with the Seven of Cups. Some of you may be dealing with a person like that, or some of you may be dealing with some sort of alcoholism in your own lives. It's okay. You're not a bad person. I was an alcoholic for 20 years and a crazy drug addict, and I haven't touched anything for almost 10. So, you know, you can change, people can change, but it takes the desire and the will to do it. I don't think the Queen of Cups coming out here is a cataclysmic situation. I think this is just kind of a byproduct. You know, maybe you drink and maybe you drink a little bit too much sometimes. Not the end of the world, but if it's an issue, fix it. Can also be a situation too, what I'm picking up is like where you are not being satisfied or fulfilled by your partner or the person that you had been with. And it's like you maintain it, but there's no connection, there's no ease, there's no reciprocation or compassion. The connection is down. Show me the Three of Swords with the Sun. Show me the Three of Swords with the Sun. So you have the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, good. Good. At the bottom of the deck for that, you have strength. Okay, so with the Three of Swords in reverse and the Sun, this is basically letting me know that you're no longer stuck in this energy. You're no longer stuck in a situation that you're basically like hoping to change. You see things clearly. You see people and their actions clearly in regard to how they present themselves and how they show up in your relationship. It's important to view them in all aspects so you have a better understanding of how they operate in life, you know? If somebody's acting like that King of Pentacles in reverse, you can't change that. You can't fix them. That Queen of Cups is somebody who wants to fix people, you know, and that's to her detriment. You can't be somebody's therapist. You can't be somebody's saving grace. You have to be there for yourself, okay? Take care of yourself. The Four of Pentacles is talking about no longer hanging on to this energy. We're no longer holding this energy so close to us that we can't move or breathe or think. It's about freeing yourself and letting it go. The Sun is about aha moments. It's about feeling freedom. It's about feeling enlivened and emboldened by life, feeling happy again. What a wonderful thing. It's the most positive card in the deck, and it's upright here with the Three of Swords in reverse, with the Four of Pentacles in reverse. This combination here, it's about freedom. It's about releasing pain and moving forward into much more abundance. Show me the Wheel of Fortune and the Queen of Swords, Capricorn. So you have the King of Cups coming out here with the Queen of Swords. I don't know if the situation is... The King of Cups is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, primarily Scorpio energy, but the thing about it is The King of Cups often talks about somebody who is loving, they're nurturing, they care for you, they're philanthropists, they want to be there for you, they're their shoulder to cry on, you know, it's like they're all of that. I want you to look at this guy's face. Yeah, he looks like a hottie, but like he also looks like he's full of himself, doesn't he? I don't know. Sometimes really good looking people like fill me with distrust just because there's so many like weird things that they have, like these agendas, and they think because they're beautiful or whatever it is that they can, like, you know, blow into town and do whatever they want. I'm feeling here that there's a connection between you and this person that may not be, you're basically putting it to the test. You're making sure that what you want comes, and they need to show up in a way. I feel I'm connecting this card to that person. I'm going to connect it to a different person in a second. But what I'm picking up from this energy here, Capricorn, is that there is an energy with this King of Pentacles and the King of Cups where it's like, it's almost kind of a narcissistic energy. I would be careful about that because it feels, with this particular King of Cups card, it feels kind of, I don't know, selfish, or like there's something slimy about it and it's weird. I'm going to pick another clarification for that. But in regard to it too, I feel in a way that there's an energy here presented that, like, once you get done with this, Capricorn, some of you may end up meeting a water sign. I hope they're hot. I hope they're not a narcissist, but you know, you may be ending up meeting a water sign. Let's go ahead and get the little dragons to clarify the King of Cups. Please show me the King of Cups here for Capricorn. Yeah, you have the Nine of Coins popping out here. The Nine of Coins is basically, I choose to be single. I choose to stay away. I choose to do my own thing. And for future energy with the King of Cups, what does that lead to? Future energy. So for the future energy, if this is somebody completely different, it's somebody that you end up having equality with, communication with, free flowing communication. It's especially what the Queen of Swords loves. The Eight of Wands at the bottom of the deck for that too. So that's forward movement. It's passion. This is sometimes known as the arrows of love. It's falling in love. But at least it'll be with somebody who can communicate with you. I feel that this card is acting as a dual energy. I feel that it is in representation of this King of Pentacles, and then I also feel in this split way where you move forward in life here, you have something potentially better coming for you with somebody that is open, loving, reciprocal, genuine. And I hope fucking hot, because this guy's, I mean, I wouldn't kick it out of bed. But, you know, hopefully they're not narcissistic. You know, I don't think that they will be, because the Queen of Swords here, she's been through it. She's been through it all. She knows what's up. She'll sniff out a narcissist really quick. It's about communication. It's about keeping yourself together, moving forward towards things that make sense for you. So let's go ahead and get some overall energy here. You can give me an overall advice, Capricorn. Eight of Wands here. So again, that Eight of Wands is on the bottom of the deck over there. Now we have the Eight of Wands here. So this is forward movement. Things happening for reasons. Forward movement, direction, redirection. Sometimes it literally is moving. You have the universe here, a card of moving. Two of Wands, a card of moving. Eight of Wands, a card of moving. I feel like there's another one here, but I'm just going to leave it at that. Some of you are moving away from a situation. Some of you are literally moving town, moving state, moving country. You don't have to, but that's the energy that's presented here. The Eight of Wands can talk about forward thinking, forward experiences. It can talk about communication between you and new people, communication between you and old people, and just moving forward in a very positive way. So let's go ahead and pull a Crystal Vision Oracle for this reading. Show me what Capricorn needs to hear for this reading. What? Okay. What? Okay. I feel like Lil Jon. You have graphic smoky quartz. I think Taurus got that one. I don't know. Can't remember. Maybe it was Virgo. Who knows? Graphic smoky quartz. The stabilizer. Graphic smoky quartz. Graphic smoky quartz supports all structures in the body, removing toxic debris and traumatic memories. It keeps you grounded and balanced in physical incarnation while exploring other dimensions. Lack of trust in yourself and other people creates psychological barriers that lie at the heart of your dis-ease. Your self-esteem is low, creating a deficient immune system. Memories of old traumas have subtly amended your ancestral DNA. At a deep level, you have been compressed and limited. Allow yourself to expand again. Undertake a shamanic journey into the unseen worlds in search of healing. There you will find the underlying causes of dis-ease and outdated soul imperatives that are affecting your well-being. Offer yourself the gift of transformation. Healing is found in the darkest depths of yourself, not in external forces. I was having a conversation with a friend today. This is going to be so out there. I don't even know if any of you are interested in this, or you're going to be like, oh my God, she's telling me about drugs. We were talking about DMT. It's a spirit molecule. Apparently you see it when you're born and you see it when you die. But I've taken ayahuasca before. It was in the ayahuasca, and I've also smoked DMT on my own, by itself, on its own. Very transformative, transportational, that's not a word, but transportative, transmutative, transfixative. I don't know. It changed my life in multitudes of ways. It gives me new perspective. I haven't done it in over 10 years, but yeah, changed my life, most definitely. And if you don't want to smoke it, just read about it, Read about things that transform your lives. Read about things that get you involved and connected to things that change you on an internal and mental, emotional, physical level. It's all about the entirety of your structure, change. It's about change. And it's coming. You need to balance yourself here, Capricorn, but good things are coming, okay? So I'm going to let it go here. If you like this reading, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And if you choose to donate, there's a link in the description box below. I know this reading isn't going to resonate with everybody, but for whom it does, feel free. All right, take care, you guys. Bye-bye.